Boston and Providence, it's the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Los Angeles Chargers and the New England Patriots. Greg Olsen with you, the kicker. Gonna get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Hill. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Where was that? Lady, what's that?
They'll run here with Hill. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
All run play. This is Hill. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, New England.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completed. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Patriots first down. On the ground, they'll throw with Hill. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chargers' 7-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick with him again. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5.
3rd and short. And here is May. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Another run here with Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass.
His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. The PAT up and good. And the Pats will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. On 1st down, Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Down and coming across the field, he's got it. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Los Angeles.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the Patriots' 6-yard line.
Herbert to the air again. That's to the right side. And it is complete. Ryan McConkey, the one he was looking for. And now 3rd and goal coming up. Now Herbert again. And he'll take it on in. Ryan McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Herbert will lead the offense up. He'll go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
Herbert to the air. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
I'm always curious how the defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Patriots out on top. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Crazy.
On 2nd down, it's May. Headed left, buying time. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Crazy.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, New England.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
He'll find Hill out of the backfield. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down. Now a give up the middle. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside the 20-yard line. A pickup of 9.
a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
Crazy. It's crazy. It's 5.
Working out of the gun. It's May. The throw here is complete. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Crazy. What's that? It's 5.
Out of the gun, here's May. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Crazy. It's just nasty.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On first down, right back to Hampton. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
First and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself. And getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Good blocking to the 15. And that first and goal, he is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And he will score! Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6. That's just too easy, but that is exactly the premise of the zone read play. Defensive end is flat-footed. He's thinking the quarterback's going to keep it himself. Simple give read, and he hits his head on the goalpost.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Maynard on first and 10. He'll look deep, left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Forced to his right. Trying to make a play out of the pocket. Couldn't do it. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 4 seconds left in the first half. A timeout is called. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. This from 40 yards out. Ryland's kick is good. And the Chargers will tie this game up here late in the first half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Set. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch up. He'll get all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, L.A. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, what's that? Crazy. 5. Crazy. Here we go, boys.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Throw over the middle. Can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Off the play fake, it's May. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That one's good for 29.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
30. Crazy. 5. Crazy.
May to throw again. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Crazy.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Here we go. Crazy.
May to the air once more. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Throw again is May. Back to the end zone. He's good. Touchdown, Patriots.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Will line up for a two-point conversion.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, five.
Here's May again. Moving outside the pocket. He's got it. Take it in for two. And we are at all time here in the third quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Here goes tonight. Hey, what's that? Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, five. Crazy, crazy.
To throw on first down is May. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside 35. That's catch number 5 tonight. And it's good for a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one going to be closed down the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
Crazy, 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 crazy. Hey, five.
May to throw on second down. Out to his right. Escaping the danger. Throwing and completing. Out of bounds, but in business. They mark him down near the 2. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 37 yards. 2 yards from 6 points. It is first down and goal. To throw is May. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, New England. His 4th TD grab of the season. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 35-yard line.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Chargers, first down. First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert now on 1st down. Exiting the pocket right. Taking advantage of the room to run. A gain of 19 on the scramble.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it just past their 25.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. Into space. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, New England. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Herbert now on 1st down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a 1st-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Diddy, what's up? Crazy, crazy.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge gap to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last 2 throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next 2 drives, come out here, establish the run, dose a grounded pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the board and throw this one away. It was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On third down, here's Hampton.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 41, here's second down and 4.
Here we go, throw it.
Well, we see a lot of this as they begin the fourth quarter on the ground. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That's good for 27 and a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, throw it.
Here's Hill. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. They'll run here with Hill. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. And in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
On third and long, here's May. That is brought in at the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. No problem there on the extra point. And the Patriots will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Hampton. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. They'll go again with Hampton. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. And the Chargers first down.
Hampton trying to work inside. They're going to work this down inside the 45. first down, Herbert. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a two-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Crazy. Good touch. It's 5. Crazy. Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake, here's May. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, New England. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his sixth this year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
It's a gain of 48 yards. First down, Chargers.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Chargers going to be set up with first and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
First and goal, Chargers.
From the gun, it's Herbert. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
That is caught, and they get the two-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Maynard on first and 10. Moving to his right. Taking off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. And now, 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
Hey, come with me.
It is second and 6.
What's that? Hey, what's up?
Ball run play. This is Hill. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
Sir, what's that? It is crazy, crazy, crazy. It's five. Crazy, crazy.
They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Patriots. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
To throw, it's Herbert. Going for it all. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 45 yards. To throw is Herbert. Oh, for the fifth time, he is intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. He's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their positions.
6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Eddie, what's that? Five.
They'll go play action with May. Escaping to his left. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Borregales now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Pats are going to extend their lead.
Patriots 67, Chargers 42.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Throwing on first down is Herbert. This ball batted away. That's incomplete. Marion Hampton was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
Set.
Herbert. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Charger first down.
Baylor Tigers. Ready.
Here's Herbert. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside kick. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Crazy. You took.
Throwing now is May. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now, Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McCarthy. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Patriots. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory.